Timothy Fred Kennedy is an American professional mixed martial artist who currently competes in the UFC's middleweight division. He has also formerly competed for Strikeforce, the WEC, ShoMMA, HDNet Fights, and represented the Chicago Red Bears in the IFL. Kennedy is one of the few fighters to simultaneously serve full-time in the United States Army while also fighting professionally. As of September 29, 2014, he is number 7 in official UFC middleweight rankings. Background: Kennedy grew up the second son of 3 children in a Christian family in Atascadero, California. As a youth, Kennedy's unregistered trademark's mother placed him in cooking and piano lessons. To offset her influence on him, Kennedy's unregistered trademark's further enrolled Tim and his brother in shooting schools, boxing lessons, wrestling teams, and Japanese jiu-jitsu classes. Kennedy attended Eagle Academy Private High School, graduating in 1998. He then attended Columbia College of Missouri, earning a B.A. in criminal justice in 2002. Kennedy began competing in sanctioned mixed martial arts fights while still in college, but after graduation he enlisted in the United States Army, joining the elite Special Forces in 2004. However, he continued to compete in MMA while serving as a Green Beret. When the Army instituted a service-wide combatives tournament in 2005, Kennedy entered and won the tournament in the light heavyweight division. He achieved this goal 3 years in a row. Military career: Tim Kennedy joined the Army on January 4, 2004 and completed basic combat training, advanced individual training, airborne school and a Special Forces qualification course. Tim was featured in Dick Couch's book about Green Beret selection called Chosen Soldier under the moniker Tom Kendall. In 2007, he completed Ranger School and was assigned to the 7th Special Forces Group, where he served on Operational Detachments Alpha. During this time he was also a sniper instructor, the principal combatives instructor for C Company, 3rd Battalion, 7th Special Forces Group. Kennedy deployed in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom and Operation Enduring Freedom multiple times. Among Kennedy's unregistered trademark's multiple awards are the Army unregistered trademark's Bronze Star Medal with V device, which was awarded for valor under fire. In August 2009, Kennedy transitioned from active duty to the Texas Army National Guard and currently serves in the position of Special Forces Weapons Sergeant. Mixed martial arts career: early career, Kennedy began training at Dokken School of Martial Arts in Atascadero, California under Terry Kelly and Barry Smith. He began his MMA training in 1999, training with Chuck Liddell, Jake Shields, Gan McGee, and John Hackelman at the Pit in San Luis Obispo. Kennedy first started fighting in 1996 and had 31 amateur fights, amassing a record of 30-1 before his first professional fight in 2001. In 2003 he entered and won a one-night tournament at Extreme Challenge 50, winning all 3 of his fights. In 2004 he joined the Army. Kennedy only fought once in 2006. He then fought for the now-defunct International Fight League in 2007, and did not fight in 2008 due to Army deployments overseas. During this time he wrote a 3-part series of letters from a foreign land that chronicled his time in combat. Strikeforce: Kennedy returned to mixed martial arts in 2009 with a win over Nick Thompson at Strikeforce Challengers, Villisner vs. Cyborg in Kent, Washington. He followed this up with an impressive win over Zach Cummings in the main event of ShoMMA 3. Kennedy fought Trevor Prangley on June 16, 2010 at Strikeforce, Los Angeles. Kennedy won the fight via submission in the first round. Since his move to Austin, Texas, Tim has been training at Competitive Training Center and with BJJ black belt Phil Cardella at the Relson Gracie Jiu-Jitsu Austin Association. Kennedy lost a 5-round decision to Ronaldo Souza for the vacant Strikeforce Middleweight Championship at Strikeforce, Houston on August 21, 2010. Kennedy was expected to face Jason Miller again on March 5, 2011 at Strikeforce 32. However, Miller was forced out of the bout with an injury and replaced by Melvin Manoff. He won via submission in the first round. Kennedy returned in July 2011 to face Robbie Lawler at Strikeforce, Feeder vs. Henderson. He won the bout via unanimous decision. Kennedy faced Luke Rockhold on July 14, 2012 for the Strikeforce Middleweight Championship at Strikeforce, Rockhold vs. Kennedy. He lost the fight via unanimous decision. Kennedy was expected to face Trevor Smith on November 3, 2012 at Strikeforce, Cormier vs. Smear. However, the event was cancelled due to injuries to headliner Frank Mir, as well to co-headliner and middleweight champion Luke Rockhold. This bout eventually took place on January 12, 2013 at Strikeforce, Marquardt vs. Safieddine. Kennedy won via submission in the third round. Ultimate Fighting Championship. In January 2013, the Strikeforce organization was closed by its parent company Zuffa. A list of fighters scheduled to be brought over to the Ultimate Fighting Championship was released in mid-January and Kennedy was one of the fighters listed. Kennedy faced Roger Gracie on July 6, 2013 at UFC 162. He defeated Gracie via unanimous decision after defending Gracie's submission attempts and standing up with Gracie, outstriking him. Kennedy was expected to face Lyoto Machida on November 6, 2013 at UFC Fight for the Troops 3. However, Machida was pulled from the bout in favor of a matchup with Mark Moore ± Oz on October 26, 2013 at UFC Fight Night 30, after Moore ± Oz's original opponent, Michael Bisping, was forced out of their bout with an injury. Kennedy instead faced Rafael Natal and the event headliner. He won the fight via knockout in the first round. The win also earned him his first Knockout of the Night bonus award. For his third fight with the promotion, Kennedy faced Michael Bisping on April 16, 2014 at the Ultimate Fighter Nations finale. He won the fight via unanimous decision. Kennedy faced Yoel Romero on September 27, 2014 at UFC 178. He lost the fight via TKO in the third round. Kennedy nearly finished Romero in the final seconds of the second round, who was eventually saved by the bell. Yoel Romero, his cornerman, the referee and the UFC cutman have all been criticized for their actions, resulting in a 28-second delay after the bell rang for the third round. Despite the loss, Kennedy earned a Fight of the Night bonus award. Personal life: Kennedy has 2 daughters. He fathered Sabrina with female mixed martial artist Casey Noland. Championships and awards: Extreme Challenge Middleweight Tournament winner. Ultimate Fighting Championship, Fight of the Night, Knockout of the Night. Mixed Martial Arts Record, References. External links: Professional MMA record for Tim Kennedy from Sherdog, Tough Times as Strikeforce's Tim Kennedy tries to balance MMA and Army careers, TexasFighting.com. A OE cage fighting compared to the military is a breeze. Tim Kennedy quotes.